The U.S. striking a drug-carrying vessel in the Eastern Pacific on Monday amid a massive military buildup in the Caribbean. This comes as President Trump says the U.S. hit a drug boat loading facility in Venezuela last week. We go now live to NTD's Washington correspondent Mari Otsu at the North Lawn of the White House. Good evening, Mari. What do you have for us?
Melina, good evening. Yes, that's right. The U.S. military is escalating its campaign in the Caribbean amid efforts to put a further pressure on Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro's regime, which President Trump recently designated as a foreign terrorist organization. And the U.S. is now announcing yet another kinetic strike on a drug-carrying vessel in the Eastern Pacific, which brings the total number of strikes to about 30 under Operation Southern Spear. And yesterday on Monday, President Trump said that the U.S. conducted a land strike on Venezuela just last week on Christmas Eve. Take a look.
There was a major explosion in the dock area where they load the boats up with drugs. They load the boats up with drugs, so we hit all the boats, and now we hit the area. It's the implementation area. That's where they implement, and that is no longer around.
This Christmas Eve strike marks the first known time that Washington has carried out land operations in Venezuela, an escalation the president has repeatedly warned about.
Anybody getting involved in that right now is not doing well, and we'll start that on land too. It's going to be starting on land pretty soon.
U.S. officials say the target was a dock believed to be where Tren de Aragua was storing narcotics and preparing to move the drugs onto boats.
The drug lords, the drug dealers were all sent into our country. But think of it, what he's done. Tren de Aragua, probably the worst gang. They cut off people's fingers.
In October, President Trump authorized the CIA to conduct operations in Venezuela.
I authorized for two reasons, really. Number one, they have emptied their prisons into the United States of America. They've allowed thousands and thousands of prisoners, mental institution, people from mental institutions, insane asylums. Many countries have done it, but not like Venezuela. They were down and dirty. And the other thing are drugs. We have a lot of drugs coming in from Venezuela.
And now he emphasizes that since the beginning of Operation Southern Spear,
97% of the drugs coming in by sea stopped. We're trying to figure out who the other 3% are. Every boat that we take out, we save 25,000 lives of Americans.
Meanwhile, over the weekend, Venezuela began shutting down its oil wells in the Orinoco belt, which is a region with the world's largest oil deposits, due to its storage tanks beginning to overflow. And this is following the Trump administration's blockade of all sanctioned vessels going in or out of Venezuelan waters, and U.S. interceptions of Venezuelan oil tankers, which is crippling revenue for the Maduro regime. China is Venezuela's main oil buyer, accounting for about 80% of Venezuela's oil exports, and thus is hit hardest by these disruptions, which have cut Venezuelan oil exports this month to nearly half of their November level. Melina, back to you.
All right, Mari reporting for us from the White House. Thanks for the updates tonight.